Hey YouTube, this is Jim, and it's been a little bit, but I watched a couple videos on the 745 Li, which I actually have on how to remove your center console. So this is a 2004 745 Li, and I am Jim, and I'm going to be your tour guide for a minute. All right, so I'm going to do this kind of quick since I watched the video and they said to remove the seats, this and that. I knew there had to have been an easier option. All right, so right here is the trim panel. This actually has a power outlet on it. Didn't have to take it all the way off, didn't have to disconnect it, anything like that. I have custom floor mats in here, but anyways, all the way at the front, there's gonna be one hole which coincides with that power outlet right there. Oh God. It's like 2 in the morning and pissed. All right, so right there is a Phillips head. Reason I left this all off to show you because somebody in their video, not naming any names, says you have to pull that panel that way, which you don't. So disconnect that screw, drop it down, like basically drop this down and then pull over toward the front of the car. See, here's the tabs. They are faced, so you pull down. All these other tabs, except for the rears, which you pull forward. This is really odd videoing through YouTube. Anyways, so that one being said, you don't have to remove the seats. What I did was I moved them all the way forward and down as far as they would go. Now, hidden are 2 main screws. So there's one right down tucked in underneath there. So if you look at my seat position, it is right directly underneath the seat position switch. There's one. Then right behind your seat belt, there's another one. Then, to get to that second one, actually, now this is the side panel from here. Now what I did was I actually took a screwdriver, moved the seat all the way back, or screwdriver, Jesus, like I said, 2 something in the morning. I took needle nose pliers, grabbed a hold of it and just pulled it forward. Got it pulled forward, and then you have to drop it down. So I got it pulled forward, dropped it down, pulled it out. In the back. All right, so anyways, tools you're gonna need, basically Phillips head, a preferably magnetic Phillips head or a magnet, because once you loosen up those Phillips heads in here, you are not going to be able to get them out very easy. So you're going to have to grab them with a magnet or your needle nose. Then forget which size Torx that is. Jesus, I don't even know. Anyways, there's a Torx. Hold on. There's a Torx screw, move the seat all the way forward. Right here, there's one Torx screw, and there's 2 Phillips screws, 1 and 2. And then once you got those removed, I didn't actually really have to pull. Well, actually, I did have to pull this panel. So this panel I had to pull out to disconnect your 2 power outlets. Try to keep your orientation straight. I mean, just for a no-brainer. They only go in one way, so shouldn't be a problem. Then I also left the vent out so you could see exactly where you need to pry. What I did was I actually grabbed from the side, which was pretty much wrong. So then I realized where the tabs were. They are just on each corner. So right here and right here. So this is what they look like. Oh God, it's stuck. Son of a bitch. All right, so that's what they look like. You can also grab the center tab or the bottom one, which I figure didn't try it that way, but the bottom one, God, this is just poor quality. Here we go. So the bottom one is like that. if you can see that. So that's what you're looking at. This is what I used, was basically this. I thought I was gonna need two, but I just had the one. Just use this edge, went in, bam, done. All right, so once you have that removed, where's my damn headlamp? There are 3 Phillips head. Jesus, listen to me, I'm all retarded, ridiculous. Sorry, I'm totally incorrect and inappropriate. All right, so right down here, there are 3 10mm bolts. So, or 10mm nuts that are on those bolts. Remove those. Go around to the opposite side, driver's side. You have to remove the same Phillips heads from your panel and pull your panels the exact same way as you did on the passenger side. So you're gonna have, recap, 1 Phillips head at the front. Oh, Jesus, it's right there, but hard to see. 1 Phillips head there, drop it down, and then, so once you drop it down, pull it forward, and it will come free. Then you're gonna have in the same placement, directly below your seat position, or your seat selection, I should say, and push this down a little bit, and you'll be able to see your other bolt hole, if I can hold. So it's right there. And then, once again, right next to the seat belt, there's another one right there. So that's your 2 Phillips. On this side again, there's your top one is gonna be your Torx. Other 2, lower and upper, are gonna be Phillips. Then you can grab your center console. Make sure your cup holders are shut, because that really pissed me off, I'll tell you, because I couldn't figure out what the hell I was stuck on. You can basically just grab a hold of this thing front and back, pull up in the back first. Where's my finger? There it is. All right. So pull up in the back first, and then kind of slide back a little bit. Now underneath the front here, there's a little plate for the circuit board that's directly underneath this. So that's gonna come disconnected. I mean, pretty much regardless. It's tedious to hook back up. I mean, as long as you line your corners up, the pins are gonna go in the same spot. So I guess bottom line is, once you get that put back in, I mean, it's actually a walk in the park to put it back together. Because it just goes so much easier. Anyways, so I really kind of hope this clarifies things for you a little bit. I shouldn't be doing this early in the morning, but been a long day, and I trust that you know, you don't have to go through all the work to take the seats out and all that other stuff to access this. I mean, unless you're gonna rip this whole center out, I really didn't see a problem taking that whole thing out either with the seats in, because once I pulled this center unit out, because the idiot that had this car before me had probably, I don't know, $80 worth of change that was just floating around underneath there, and I don't know, who knows, there was a power draw, probably had something to do with it. But yeah, I hope this helps you, and I hope it's not too confusing. I better review it before I even try to post this, but who knows, I'll probably end up not figuring it out and posting it anyways. So good luck. All right.